Hey guys, welcome to the lab. My name is Michael and this is my Scott Foil road bike, which will be our guinea pig for the video we're shooting today, which will show you how to change your rear wheel without getting your hands dirty. So, step one, before you do anything else, what you want to do is put your chain in the smallest sprocket of the cassette. So do that depending on your system. On the Shimano system, it's the smallest paddle. Once you've activated it, you want to spin your cranks so that the chain is all the way on the smallest cog. Now once there, we need access to the rear wheel. Now a couple ways you can do that. My personal favorite, especially with a road bike, is simply to flip it over, which is what we're going to do today. Option B or C would be to support your saddle either off a tree branch or off a friendly hand or friend, just to give you access to that rear wheel. When you're flipping your bike, really the only things to worry about are hazards on the ground, especially if you have a computer mounted on the stem. It's a really easy way to scratch up the screen on your computer if you flip your bike onto some gravel. I've done that before. It is an expensive mistake to make. Set down and it's available for you to work on. Step one is open the brake quick release. That opens up the brake pads. Now open the wheel quick release. Turn it counterclockwise a few times on the other side or on the side of the lever. Makes a little difference. Now here's the fun part. Your thumb on the left hand goes on the tab that's at the back of your derailleur cage at the bottom here, and your middle finger or your index finger goes on the what I call the barrel of the derailleur, the bottom part of the body itself. And then they work in opposite action. Your thumb goes forward, your middle finger goes back to open up the derailleur, create a lot of really nice chain slack, and that'll make our life so much easier in removing the wheel. So to remove the wheel, you simply lift up, straight up, and as you can see, the cassette comes right free off your chain. You can now remove the wheel. Putting it back on, you simply reverse the process. The wheel in your right hand with your left thumb on the tab at the back of the derailleur cage, middle finger on the bottom, on the barrel of the derailleur. The wheel simply slides in. So first you want to put it in between your brake pads, and then now, let's take that back. Using the quick release skewer, you can separate the chains if you need to. Find the chain with a small cog of the cassette and simply push the wheel down, and it will sit nicely between the brake pads in the drop outs. Now it should be fairly well centered, but the best way to center a wheel is actually to close your drop outs a little bit, then grab your bike, flip it, loosen that derailleur, loosen that quick release, and the weight of the bike will actually typically center the wheel in place. So at this point you can tighten the quick release as you would normally. Now having to balance your bike a little bit. Now don't forget to close the quick release on your brakes. Give your wheel a little spin. Does it spin? Then your wheel is probably not perfectly well aligned. It happens all the time. A very good exercise to do. Double check that it's open up the quick release on the wheel. Check that it's in place. And re-secure that quick release. Pick up the bike. Spin the wheel. Perfect. Make sure that your brakes are. Make sure your brake handle is not bottoming out when you squeeze it. And now,